Have you ever been a part of two wilder top of the ninth games in back-to-back? And what was your routine and what you went through this morning to get ready for Game 7 yourself?
Have I? Okay. No. The answer is no. Between, Game 5 and Game 6, for the 8th and 9th to play out the way it did, no. But, you can't really expect anything normal to happen in a postseason series between these two teams, is what it feels like. So, a routine kind of gets thrown out the window. That's a good segue into this next one. I don't know. I didn't do anything similar. I didn't have the same breakfast. I think I slept a little bit longer after, I sleeping pretty hard last night when I finally got to sleep. But, the only thing on our mind is showing up and competing today.
More questions for Nathaniel? Fourth row on your right. We'll go to Evan here.
Hi, Nathaniel. You've had some time to reflect on it. What aspect of Garcia's homer was the most impressive part to you?
I mean, all of it. There's no stock Major League homer. There's no cheap Major League homer. And then knowing Stanek from Tampa, and how impressive his stuff is, and I'm pretty sure he set the single season regular season ERA record for the franchise last year, right? Unless I'm wrong about that. So for him to bust out against that guy and finally connect was just so cool. But it was almost expected that Adolis is going to connect at some point last night, and whether it's the next at-bat with Abreu or at any point off the starter, it just felt like it was going to happen. And, on the personal note, I'm sorry it was Stanek. I like that guy, but I'm not sorry that he gets 4 runs across for the good guys.
Go to Andrew in the third row on your left.
What are your emotions right now? Is it nerves? Is it excitement? Kind of what's going through your mind? This is a Game 7 ALCS. I guess what's going through your mind right now?
It's a pretty even mix of all of it, but more excitement than anything else. This is what we play for. We don't really get a chance every year to play and beat a division rival to go to the World Series or wherever it's going to wind up. But it's a pretty exciting time. The clubhouse in a good mood, especially after taking that one yesterday, and we're ready to compete tonight.
Other questions? We'll go to Newey in the back.
Nathaniel, you guys faced Javier in Game 3, and he's obviously a tough pitcher. And I don't want to say that do you feel more comfortable having seen him just a few days ago, but do you feel more prepared?
Prepared, yeah. That's the right word for it. I don't know if you ever feel comfortable facing these guys just because their stuff's off the chart, and that's the way it is in any postseason series. Everybody you face is going to have elite stuff. But, it's just a matter of what he did to beat us last time, what we did to beat ourselves, how do we correct those mistakes and ideally capitalize and score a lot more tonight.
We'll go to Newey now.
The road team won every one of these games. Back in 2019, Scherzer was a part of the same thing, and he pitched that Game 7, went 5 innings that Washington ended up winning. Do you feel like he's a good luck charm for you tonight?
I think his track record is definitely going to boost his confidence coming into tonight. So he's been here before, and I think anytime you've been in this situation before, his heart rate's going to be a little bit lower than it was last time. So we're really confident in Max doing his thing tonight, and then whoever else is available. I know that everybody with a working arm is going to have spikes on and want to try and get some outs for us tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Bochy, I asked Dusty, I'll ask you, back in 2012, you guys matched up in that NLDS. You were with the Giants and he was with San Francisco. Do you go back and use any of that kind of experience of going up against him in an elimination game, a game you won?
Not really, be honest. I mean, that's back in 2012. Great series there, great series here. You like to think you learn from every series, but, it's not something I'm taking from that series that I'll be using here, to be honest.
Other questions for Boch? Kennedy.
Boch, I know you said all hands on deck. Is everybody except Nate available out of the bullpen tonight?
Right. All the pitchers are available, set to go.
What else do we have? Standing in the back, Alden.
Hey, Bruce, what did you think of the decision to uphold Brian's suspension, but he will be available for this game?
Yeah, that's fine. I really hadn't put a lot of thought in it. I thought he'd be available. So, that's what they came up with. That's out of, my lane, to be honest. So I was just thinking about our ball club.
Go to the fourth row on the right, Evan.
Hey, Bruce. To you, what was the most impressive aspect of the Garcia home run last night?
I'd say probably as much as anything, you strike out 4 times, and you are able to put that behind you and not have that pressure. I don't want to strike out the 5th time. He did shorten things up a little bit, so that's what he needs to do at times. He can get a little big there, and I'm sure he was a little amped up. The crowd was getting on him pretty good, so he controlled his emotions very well in that at bat.
Stay over there with Jared standing.
Bruce, now that you've been with the Rangers, for almost a season, what have you learned about what it would mean for that community to finally see this team win a World Series after 60 years of not?
Well, I'll say this: it's been cool for me, since I've been there, to see, the support just grow and grow as the season went, and that's something you have to earn. They've had some tough years recently after having quite a bit of success. So it's been cool to see the crowds getting bigger and bigger and louder and louder. So that's something that we feel good about, the players, to see them enjoying baseball again.
Go to the back left corner, Bochy.
Bruce, having done this as many times as you have, do you get nervous anymore during games, especially a game? Like, do you feel butterflies? Do you feel anxiety, or is it just another day at the office, so to speak?
I would say nervous. I mean, you're anxious, excited. Same thing I may tell the players. You have to savor it. You enjoy it. So many times you're not in this situation. So be grateful that you're in Game 7 right now, because there's some teams that would love to be here, and so I try to remind myself to enjoy too. It's not like you're having fun, because it is intense, but you still got to just again be thankful that we're in this situation.
Questions for Bochy? Am I missing anybody? We'll go back to Newey.
You got Scherzer going again. He's already pitched to face this team. How do you think he'll do this next time around?
Well, we just want Max to go out there, be himself, and when he's pitching like he can, then he's going to give us a chance to win. That's all you can ask. Our bullpen's set to go. We have help for him, but just go out there and be yourself. And he's been through this, so there's no concern there, and he's going to, trust me, leave it all out on the field for us.
Anything else for Bochy? And we'll finish up with Jerome on your right.
You mentioned he's been through this. Obviously, you've been through this, but you have a lot of guys who haven't. Are you specifically go out of your way to touch base with some of your young players, or keep an eye out for a level of nervousness that isn't normal?
Yeah, you know what? If I thought I needed to, I would. But watching how these guys have responded to postseason play, starting in Tampa, Baltimore, here. No, it's not necessary. The Carters and Youngs and those kids, they're really doing a nice job of how they're handling things and keeping, as I said, their emotions under control. And so, no, I don't need to say anything to them.